Okay, so for this week, I think a lot of you guys are still excited over the price and how high can this thing go? How high can the crypto market continue to rally, right? And when is the peak? When is the blow off top? And of course, I think 90K is just a start. It's just a pit stop here, short-term sideways consolidation. And I believe there is much more explosion. There is much more room for growth, as you know that we are already in the price discovery. Okay, so a level of 100K at least, or 102K, most likely there will be a peak, there will be a short-term resistance there. Okay, but nonetheless, we can see here what is really happening with the current market. I think the tails are also in. The dumb money is coming in to also pour into the market. Okay, so yeah, nonetheless, this is the bull market that everyone has been waiting for. And for those of you guys who have been accumulating since last year, even last year, right? Congratulations, because I think this is a time where you want to reap your harvest. Okay, most likely will be next year. And for altcoins, most likely will be starting on January onwards. You will see the dominance starts to fall. Okay, all right. And then, yeah, what else? What to expect for BTC? So as long as BTC continues to rally, okay, so I think 90,000 is just a short-term stop. And I believe it will continue to rally. Okay, for probably another day or two. Will continue after 90K. Okay, and then yeah, that's where alts will have a hard time to actually follow up or to catch up, and that's where the Bitcoin dominance will start to rally again. So you have to be patient on this because BTC, all eyes on BTC at the moment. Okay, so once BTC finally peak or top up maybe 100K or at least there, then alts will have a chance to catch up again. Okay, so nonetheless, we can see BTC, right, it's up about 150% this year, doubling since January. Okay, ever since from 42,000. Okay, so this is just a start and this is just a beginning. Okay, so ever since the new presidential election, which is Donald Trump, right, take over. Okay, and I think the inauguration will be on the 20th of January next year. So once he starts officially being in charge as a president, I think it will be much more bullish, as you know that President Donald Trump most likely will be adding Bitcoin as a strategic reserve for the US government. So that's why they will be buying a lot. I think about 3 to 5%. Okay, I think every single month they'll be buying and holding Bitcoin as a strategic reserve. So that is their game plan here for crypto. Okay, all right, so you can see here, inauguration on January 20th. So I think it will be even more bullish. Okay, so nonetheless, you can see now the market is really rallying like never before. Okay, so the rally in crypto markets appears sustainable, built by positive forward signals from the US. Okay, so that's what the market wants. Market wants clarity, knowingly that Donald Trump has a track record since 2016, 2017. Ever since he became a president, you can see the market rally. So with that kind of clarity, market can able to continue from where it left off. Okay, and knowingly people are more confident. The sentiment is even much more bullish. All right, so yeah, I think nonetheless here we can see 100 over K Bitcoin by end of this year. That could be highly possible. Okay, a lot of people are mentioning 100K, okay, or 125, 150K before end of this year. So let's see, because we are already at 90K. Okay, so I think there's much more movement that will be coming in from the ETF alone. So BlackRock ETF and other hedge funds are also having a huge inpouring of amount of money in terms of Bitcoin ETFs. And you can see a lot of massive floodgate is coming in as well from the ETF alone. Okay, so this will actually push the price even more higher. All right, so you're going to be patient, and this is an exciting time where I believe everyone is over the moon. But nonetheless, you have to keep yourself grounded and continue to put in the work, because I believe there's still much more that you need to do instead of overjoy. Or just for me, I still have to put in a lot of work here, not just by hodling, not just by accumulating, but as well as to monitor the market and a game plan and a strategy. How can you able to dollar cost averaging out on the way up in terms of taking your profits? That is the most important thing that you have to know. Okay, so yeah, this is the first news. And then moving on next, you can see here. So if you look at the Trump administration, right, because since he has become the president, so he can able to appoint cabinets, can able to appoint who he wants in his cabinet. So this is the latest news coming in from Trump's side, which is also known as the Doge Department. Okay, so what is Doge Department? Okay, Department of Government Efficiency. I think this name was given by the Twitter community or the X community to Elon Musk. I think then Elon Musk might have told Trump to name this government as Doge. All right. So what is Doge all about, right? You can see here. And who is involved, right? You can see here is that Elon Musk, led by Elon Musk and 𝗶𝗺𝗺, okay, aimed at optimizing federal spending and regulatory practices. So as you know that the government has been hitting on the public, okay, they're going against the public. And if you know that the recent fiasco regarding about the animal being killed, like Peanut and the raccoon. So this actually come into concern, and I think that's why where we have this government of efficiency. So that's where I think Elon Musk and 𝗶𝗺𝗺 will most likely might have a huge revamp in the governance system in this department. And I believe most likely it will make a huge transition, okay, on this department, right? So you can see the objective here, okay? The objective here, we can see what is the planning of Doge department, okay? So it's to operate the government and its department's efficiency and to reshape federal spending and regulatory practices, okay? So yeah, Musk stated that he would run this department like the company he leads, where those who work will receive incentive and those who do not will face consequences. So similar style in Twitter or X, I think he have thrown out, I think majority like 70 to 90% of the staff. But you know, you can see how Twitter can able to respond after that, right? How efficient is the Twitter company after that, once Elon Musk take over. So I believe most likely this Doge department will be a very critical movement in the upcoming months, especially next year onwards. Again, how they can able to make that kind of movement towards the public as well, and especially for this government, right? So yeah, nonetheless, we can see to top it up, Elon Musk have also added about $45 million in terms of spending on Doge. So that's why you can see Doge pump, I think about 1x. Okay, about 1x. So yeah, all thanks to Elon Musk who pumped Doge for putting in $45 million. Okay, as an investment or as a fund, I'm not sure. Okay, so later on we can look at the technical side as well. Okay, for Doge. So this is going to be very interesting year following next year. Okay, and we're looking forward for the new government in the US. Okay, then of course we're looking on to Ripple. So who is a Ripple fan here and who is still holding Ripple? That's the most. That's the thing I'm quite curious. A lot of people I think who are from the last cycle, even Edmund been mentioning Ripple can go how much, right? Even posting about the news on the prediction on AI. How far can Ripple go? Okay, so I think this is last season's point, okay, or last cycle point. So this is more towards the securities, right? Okay, and they're also having some issues with the SEC lawsuit. So I think they have already done and they have already won the lawsuit, right? So that's where you can see the price also went up. Not only that, is because I think they have already paid the settlement of 125 million, okay, for Ripple. So I think with that, this actually gives clarity for Ripple to continue. And you can see blue skies ahead for Ripple since it is already at a bull market. And then I think the community can able to continue to thrive. You know, it can able to have a good driving position in terms of promoting, okay, in terms of confidence. I think this will definitely boost the community level as well. Okay, so yeah, what is next for Ripple? Okay, after bridging about 70 cents as of today. Okay, so yeah, there is a huge strong pump. Okay, due to the news from the SEC, I think they have already paid, right? So this price surge came from what Ripple versus SEC lawsuit continues to make headline. But it is believed it has already paid, settlement already done. Okay, so this comes amid growing anticipation of a major policy changes under Donald Trump. Okay, so I think there are a lot of crypto founders, like especially Cardano, right? 𝗧𝗺 Hoskinson, I think, is given a crypto regulator role under the Trump administration. So that's why you can see Cardano also went up about 1x, okay, when he already appointed from Donald Trump, right? So I think most likely 𝗧𝗺 will play an important role in Trump's administration in terms of the crypto regulation. So yeah, nonetheless, I think crypto next year will be very bright, very positive, very bullish. Okay, so this is the time where you really want to stick close on your portfolio and of course your holding as well. How is your portfolio doing is very, very important as well. Okay, and then next we can see here, this is coming in from the Solana ecosystem. So I'm not sure whether you guys are still playing this game called Sonic. The game is called Sonic. So this is still a test net. So like Pearly and Belinda, right? I've been mentioning to you guys to continue to check in to, get your rings, okay, every single day, okay, because this one it can is going to airdrop very soon, okay. But you can see Sonic X. What is the goal here, and what are they planning to do? So this is actually a tap to earn, something similar like your Telegram, okay, as a very similar platform like Telegram, where you can able to tap to earn. But this is just more than just tap to earn, okay, because it is built on Solana. Furthermore, it is also integrating with TikTok at the moment. So that is actually making a game changer compared to Telegram. Okay, so it is still new, and I think this is like a second season already. So you might want to continue to check in on Sonic. Okay, check in on Sonic. So yeah, you can see here it's a tap to earn game. Okay, integration with TikTok. Okay, powered by Solana blockchain. Okay, 1 over million at the moment of players that are actually playing this game. So Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, so you can able to play, you can able to click, right, to get your rings. So the more rings that you have, the more tokens that you're going to have when the snapshot or the token criteria will be released later on. So you might want to accumulate as much rings during this time. Okay. So yeah, I think this is actually free. Okay. It just only costs your time, that's all. Okay. So you can see here, right? Expanding tap to earn gaming beyond Telegram. Okay. So as you know that Telegram is well known for their tap to earn. Okay, I think a lot of people are playing games on Telegram, especially like Hamster Combat. Okay, Hamster Combat is one of that. Then Dogs. I think a lot of people are getting airdrops on that. Okay, so yeah, nonetheless, we can see now what we can see now. We can see that Sonic X is taking this genre to new heights by bringing into TikTok. So by tapping into TikTok's massive audience, Sonic X is making blockchain gaming available to new demographic. So these are quite smart. They are quite smart in the sense that they are innovating. They are thinking outside the box. Instead of using Telegram, why not use TikTok? Okay, because I believe a lot of users are in TikTok. So by enabling their game on TikTok itself, I think a lot of people will have much more interest. Okay, I think this will create a lot more in terms of demographic, in terms of geographically on the country nation. I think it enables a lot of people to try it out rather than just on Telegram. Because I believe some countries are restricted to Telegram. So I think TikTok, probably there's also some restriction. But nonetheless, I think this is what they want to move on. Okay, so nonetheless, here you can see they're not just a pay to earn game or tap to earn, but they're also integrating as Web 3.0, Web 3 app layer. So that's the huge difference here, all right, when you talk about Sonic. So hopefully you guys can continue playing this game. Okay, so I think it's still early and it doesn't cost you anything. So later on, we will go through the refresher again and how we can able to start off with this game. Okay, so then moving on next quickly. So talking about on-chain analysis, talking about trading behavior, or what to expect during this bull run, very, very important. And of course, to shift your mindset as well. Okay, whether you are a trader, whether you are a hodler, I think this is also quite important to know what is really happening. Okay, because this is the real life story that I believe everyone should know. Okay, so it's like trader versus a hodler, but this is for emphasizing more on trading. Okay, so this article is called "Dead by 1,000 Clicks." Why is it 1,000 clicks? Okay, so you can see here the breakdown. Okay, so a lot of people are mentioning how not to trade altcoins. Okay, so the number one mistake here a lot of people make, what they do is that they normally jump from one altcoin to another altcoin. Okay, people cannot wait. The lack of patience is killing everyone. Okay, a lot of people always have this dopamine or instant gratification, right? So example, you buy Cardano. Cardano don't move. And then you go and rotate to another altcoin, another shiny object. And then the next day you see Cardano jump by 1x. And then your current altcoin that you recently rotate did not do anything. That is the number one mistake that people do. They do not buy with conviction. Okay. So they buy based on what? Price movement. price pumping, but they don't know whether they are buying with confidence or with conviction. That is the number one that actually kills an investor or any trader, right? So your altcoin is not moving. You see a green candle elsewhere, and then you panic and you switch. And what happens is that your original position moves. You take the loss and move back to your original position. So that's the thing that I want to share also, because a lot of people are doing that in and out, and then they cannot wait. Why is my altcoin not performing? And then they cut loss, and then they move on to the next, which is no pumping, probably at the peak. So when they swap or when they rotate at the peak, that's where the market really catch you red-handed. And then end of the day, you get frustrated, right? Because why? Because you can't wait. That's the problem with people nowadays. Market will always transfer to those who are impatient to patient, to those people who are patient enough. Okay, so now you are caught in a cycle. And then what happens is that it drains your energy and your capital. And that's the problem with trader. Okay, so a lot of people say that trading is fun, but stressful. Okay, yeah, you can make money on trading, but why do you want to stress yourself in terms of making gains like that? Okay, so crypto is actually a very simple game. All you need to do is just spot and chill, that's all. The whole idea here is to just buy on spot and hold, but nobody can able to do that. Nobody can able to have the patience to able to hold and to wait for it to harvest. That is the most important thing. So every click adds up. Okay, and over time, and it's the slow death of your account. That's the problem. In and out, switch left and right. And at the end of the day, you're making more losses for doing that, for rotating. Okay, so every unnecessary move eats away at your capital and mental stamina. So market thrives on your impatience and constantly chasing green candles without a plan. So that's the thing. When you buy a token, when you buy altcoins, okay, do you have the conviction to hold? That's the most important thing. When you buy the altcoin, have you done your research? Whether it's layer 2, whether it's DP, RWA. Because a lot of people, when they buy based on friend recommendation. Like example, Solana. Okay, you ask your friend, what is the altcoin that you have in your portfolio, right? They will say, I'm pretty sure they will 10, maybe 9 out of 10, they will say Solana. Why Solana? It's because Solana is a good coin. But you ask them, what is the use case of Solana? They cannot tell you why, but they just say it's a damn good coin, that's all. Because why Solana is always a darling in terms of altcoin movement. Okay, they cannot even tell you what is the use case of Solana, but they just say it's a good coin. So that's the whole idea here. When you purchase a coin, are you buying with conviction? Okay, have you done your homework? So when you don't buy with conviction, that it is killing you and it's draining your energy when you switch here and there. And that's the most important. That's the number one that is killing every single trader. Okay, so yeah, these are all life experience. Okay, and I've gone through that the last 2 cycles. So this cycle, you gotta really play your cards really well because you cannot afford to screw up anymore. Okay, because if this cycle was the last, then I don't know how long you're going to wait again. Another 4 more years. Okay, and then next you can see here. Okay, based on the last cycle. Okay, we are looking at the Bitcoin cycle top prediction. Okay, so 2 most probable outcome based on this data. Okay, so May to June, which is 2025 top from cycle bottom, or it could be August to September 2025 from halving and all-time high break. Okay, so where do you think, right? So these are the prediction based on all the historical data. Okay, so based on 2 cycles length from bottom. Okay, a cycle top prediction will most likely will be ending around 27th of June. Based on last 3 cycles, 13th of May next year. Okay, and then halving date from last 2 cycles, 29th of September. Halving date from the last 3 cycles, 8th of August. Okay, so you can see all these dates are from next year. And then the latest is when here, 29th of September, which is halving date from the last 2 cycles. So the earliest of blow off top is when? 13 May. Okay, 13 May is the last. 13 May, it could be a blow off top. So we do not have much time. Even if you take this May, right? May 2025, how many more months left? So today is already November. Next year, May, 5 months, right? And then it adds up to December. Next month is only 6 months. So you do not have much time left to actually, take profit. So you got to really strategize. How are you going to plan this bull market? What happens if it's blow off top on the 13th of May? What are you going to do? This is the most important thing. What is your moment of decision? Okay, how are you going to take profits out on the way up? What is your game plan and how are you going to DCA out? That's the thing that you have to really ask yourself, because end of the day is that it's between you and your mind. The battle is between you and your mind. The biggest enemy is in your mind. Because every time when the market goes up, when you want to take profits, the mind will always say, if I take profit now, then the market can go up some more. That is what most people are thinking. But you don't have a game plan or strategy. So you got to ask yourself and you got to be very clear on your strategy. That means on a specific date, on a specific month or week, you must take profit, or at least the capital out. So this is how you can able to really make money, in the sense that realizing your profits rather than unrealizing, rather than just paper profits, right? So we have seen enough for people riding all the way up, riding all the way down, and then making the same mistake coming again on the next cycle. So they never learn anything. Okay, so this is a very good reminder for you guys to know what to expect and how are you going to strategize on your profit-taking strategy in this upcoming next year, right? So yeah, these are all expectations, these are all predictions, but nonetheless, this is a very good eye-opener or wake-up call. So what if 13th of May could be the blow of thought, right? So what you should be doing, that is the most important thing. And then next, we can see a lot of news here, okay, coming in on this setups, cycle structure and ranges. So I think there are 5 steps here that you're going to see how the market moves, okay, how you can be able to accumulate and how you can be able to position yourself, right? If you're new, if you do not have experience how to buy altcoins based on the market structure, market behavior, I think this is the right time for you to learn, because there are five steps here. So number 1, we are looking at the cycle structure. Okay, so understanding dynamics on each stage where you want to have exposure, where you do not. Okay, able to spot cycle structure on a higher time frames, right? So that's why I always look on into higher time frames. Okay, when in doubt, always zoom out. And then stage 1, bull market, higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so yeah, now we are entering in this bull market stage where you're going to see a lot of markets are doing higher highs, higher lows, right? This is a parabolic stage where the most gains are being made. Then stage 2, bear market, lower highs and lower lows. Okay, right? So you can see that the market will go down like a staircase towards the downside. Okay, market will trend down steeply. And then third, accumulation. This is the one I always keep mentioning about accumulation zone, where the market have already bottomed out, where you can see a huge dump. Okay, capitulation is done, and then you're going to see a long sideways movement. Okay, a long, boring sideways movement. And then you can see here it struggles to make new lows, where we are now seeing equal highs, a first sign of stage 3. Okay, a possible bottom. Okay, and then what can make you see this belief initial higher high, market breaks out on the stage 3 range. All right, this is the time where we're going to see some of the coins have already break out from stage 3, which is the accumulation zone, where it already given you the awakening call. Okay, so many got wrecked by the lower lows in stage 2 and then chopped up by stage 3 equal highs. Then after that, we look at stage 5, right? What happened is that the parabolic bull market. Okay, so after creating higher high in stage 4, okay, market already break out from stage 3 and then give a confirmation where people cannot believe, right? People think that probably this is just a fake out. And then that's where you're going to see we look for a higher low. After that, the market will print another higher high. So if we look on this chart here, right? Okay, so these are all the market structure. Okay, so usually for bull market, for bear market, especially why I recommended some of you guys to enter last year. Why? It's because we are in this accumulation zone. Bear market have already dumped capitulation. That's where the market will go sideways. That's where you really want to accumulate. Okay, that's where I usually target for stage 3 rather than stage 2 or stage 4. Because stage 3 gives much more room for me and buying me time for me to accumulate, to prepare for stage 4. Rather than going on to stage 4, I believe it is still okay to go in, but will be a little bit stressful to actually getting in your entry. That's the thing. Okay, so that's why I'm saying stage 3 will be good. Stage 4, it is still okay, but it's a little bit stressful. And then now you can see stage 5, right? Bull market, higher highs and higher lows. We are already here right now. And then we're going to see dumb money coming in, details. And then some people who I have never met before or has been long lost touch, now asking me, can I get in? Okay, some recommended their friends to buy coins. And I strictly tell them that it is already too late. Okay, even though influencer or crypto YouTuber mentioning, no, it is still early, it's still early. For me, it's literally too late. Okay, the buying time is already over. You're going in at a premium, okay, and you're running a risk to enter at stage 5. Okay, the time to buy is actually last 2 months, which is September and November. Sorry, September and October. That is the golden opportunity to accumulate. So for those of you who come in now, that's where the dumb money comes in, that the retail are actually pumping your bags now. Okay, so hopefully this is a good lesson. Okay, actually there are a lot, but this is what I can able to share, and it actually aligns with this guy, Crypto Amsterdam. Okay, so probably in the next following cycle, I think you should know what to do. So next time after the bear market done on 2026, maybe 2027, it will be like this, ranging. That's where you want to spend your time to accumulate dollar cost average and accumulate the high quality outs, high conviction through. And then that's how you prepare to do better in the bull market. So that's how I'm really preparing. That's how you can able to make life-changing wealth. Not trading, in and out, rotating, and then after the bull market cycle, you move on to another platform or another money game. And you never make any proper life-changing wealth. Okay, so you want to make it, you gotta really plan properly. Okay, making life-changing wealth easily about minimum one to 2 million US. Okay, that is really life-changing rather than a 10,000, 40,000 over a altcoin trade for what? Okay, how is that life-changing? So yeah, I think this is the education here. And then moving on next, right, for airdrop. So airdrop, you can see here. Okay, so for those of you who have done the testnet of 𝗧𝗺𝗀𝗁, okay, so now you can be able to check how much you get. I think this is absolutely free as well. Total funding of 36 million for 𝗧𝗺𝗀. Okay, so this is actually quite huge for testnet like this. I think a lot of people qualified. Market price $4.80. That's a lot, man. This guy got 1,000 over. Okay, so this is 𝗧𝗺𝗀. This first airdrop, and then second one you can see here 𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧. So 𝗧𝗧𝗧 also snapshot for those of you who have staked your atom. Okay, I think you also should qualify this airdrop called 𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧. So there are a lot of rewards here. Bonus block, rush period, and human verified. So all these taking into account. And then for those of you who are holding the NFT as well, most likely to qualify for 𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧𝗧 drop. This is under the Cosmos ecosystem. So I think Mantra also did very well. Mantra also did airdrop. And I did participate as well, totally free. So for you guys, I think you should start paying attention on all those testnet. With a good funding, at least a minimum 10 million and above would actually give you a good airdrop. So yeah, don't fail all the tasks, even though you know that you are lazy or you know that it's not motivating enough to do it. I think you might want to do, because the rewards are actually coming in. The rewards are there. So you just need to be patient and trust the process. And then yeah, moving on next to Sonic, right? So Sonic refresher. So I already said this is what you need to do. Okay, 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, right? A total risk of 16 million. So SonicSVM is under the Solana ecosystem. So you might want to get your backpack wallet up and ready. Okay, and then you might want to go to this site called Odyssey Sonic Game. Okay, so get your faucet. Okay, get your faucet done. A minimum of 0.5 per day. Okay, 0.5. Okay, and then you might want to get started, right? So task center. Okay, then you got to check in daily. Okay, this is your check-in here. So you got to check in. Okay, so like example, I checked in for 4 days. This is for Frontier version 1. So they have many versions already. First was Origin, and then Frontier version 0. And then this is V1. I think already 3 seasons already have happened. So you might want to get started as soon as possible. And then you want to play this play on Sonic X. Then click launch now here, right? So absolutely free. You just need to download your backpack wallet. Okay, and then you just need to play like this. So you just need to click all the way to 1,000. And yeah, that's all. And it will credit you your points in here, I think. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay. Okay, so let's move on next to the coin market cap. So we can see here, 2.98 trillion. BTC is at 89.9. Again, I think it's challenging for the 90K now. I think it's going to go up again. So this is just a short-term pit stop here. Okay, it's going to continue, and then Ethereum 3.2, still lagging behind. Solana is already $212. Any gainers for today? Peanut the squirrel, look at that. 1,333%. Insane. This is a meme coin here. And then Pepe, 94% already. Last 7 days. Bong. All those meme coins are up now. Look at that. dog we've had, Floki. Okay, so that's the reason why I'm saying have some exposure on meme coins. So meme coin is also part of the narrative. So as you know that meme coin, there's no utility at all. Okay, they're just pure on hype based on cult. So you might want to get some exposure. Look at Sui Network, 40%, 3.22 all-time high. Look at Mantra, right? 1.46. Okay, users for today. Monero, these are all coin, then good. AI agent meme coin, 5% down. Etina, 5.18. ASI or Fetch, 4.5. Okay, so everything is looking good. Let's move on next to the technical side. Now you can see what's happening now. Let's see TotalTree first. This is the crypto altcoin market cap, excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. So these are just purely on alts. So what you can see now is moving very nice. Momentum, pullback. Now it needs to break past this level here at 779,337 here. Okay, so once it breaks, then all blue skies ahead, it will continue to rally. Then this level 962.32. Look at the weekly time frame. Very, very bullish. I think it will continue to pop. Okay, everything is looking bullish now for TotalTree. Then we look on next to the dominance. So dominance is very important. That's what we want. Dominance needs to go down in order for alts to really perform. But at the moment, we can see the dominance is continuing to rally. And then the target here for a peak most likely will be here. This range here at around 70 to 65%. I think most likely the dominance will most likely peak most likely by end of this year or December. Then that's where you're going to see January onwards, the alt season will really start to happen. Okay, so weekly itself continuing up, momentum, pullback, and it's creating higher highs again. Okay, fully engulfed this candle. I think it's going to continue higher because of BTC is challenging for a new all-time high again. Okay, and then we look on next to BTC now. So BTC we can see here. Now, if you have any altcoins you want me to look at, feel free to put it in the chat box so we can be able to discuss it earlier. Now, on Monday, broke past the critical support zone, critical resistance zone at 71.3. Okay, so if we take the Fibo, right, said it all depending on the magic numbers now, or the Fibonacci. Okay, so your next level target will be 109K. Okay, but many are expecting 100K, 102K, so it's somewhere around that. Okay, that will be the next magic number there. 109 is my target. Okay, and then weekly. What is weekly doing? Oh, 90.4 already. All-time high now. All-time high, 90.4. Congratulations, guys. So LFG. Okay, so 90.4. So you're going to go up all the way. Then we're going to see now daily, right? All the way up. No stopping here for BTC. So this will be the current resistance turn into support now. So your 88.8 will be the support zone. So it's breaking higher already now. So I think it will continue. Okay, we're going to continue now. So I think the excitement continues. Look at Ethereum now. So Ethereum is like still stagnant. No choice because the dominance, okay, is rallying. But nonetheless, for Ethereum now, I think it really needs to step up or to continue to rally here at least 3.6K, right? Will be the next. So currently, it's still struggling at the sell zone here on the money time frame. Looking on to the weekly time frame, what we can see now is break past the middle band, which you know that it is a confirmation from sell to buy. So the signal is already there. A bullish signal is there. So again, the confirmation needs to maintain, right? All these levels here. Okay, 2.9 or 3K or 2.7K will be the next. Okay, for Ethereum. Okay, so altcoins, what to look at. Does Matic still have a future? Why not? So Matic, as you know, there is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. So they're still there and they're focusing on gaming, they're focusing on NFTs. So many things are utilizing Matic, okay, in the Matic ecosystem. Okay, so definitely they are still here. So what you can see now, this is Binance, Matic USD. Okay. Wait. Is it Matic or Polygon now? They change. Polygon, isn't it? Okay, so nonetheless, we can see now it's at what, 39 cents. Okay, so it's back down to this lows here, 2022, 2023. Below this critical support zone. Okay. All right. So all these layer 2s now will definitely take time. Once Ethereum breaks all-time high or fully breakouts, or once the dominance starts to go down, right, or to peak, that's where you're going to see some explosion on the layer 2 as well. Okay, on all those EVMs ecosystem. Okay, so your next target will be 47 cents to test back here and then leading up all the way to 66 cents. So if you still under exposure on Matic, then yeah, I think it's a very good opportunity to accumulate. What you can see, descending channel. Now having a break here or retest on the middle band here at 42 cents. So it needs to reconfirm back again and then it continue higher again from there. So what we can see on weekly, a very nice setup of a descending channel. Daily, okay, setup here, momentum, pullback, very nice break towards the upside. So everything is bullish. Okay, so I think it is already awakening now for all this setup to continue again. Then let's look at Dogecoin. What's happening with Doge? So Doge also pump. Okay, I think it's like 1x already from there. Wow, look at that. Okay, so Elon Musk have entered about 45 mil. So from here, monthly. So how many percent here? Wow, X for the month of November. And it's challenging this level here. So monthly resistance now might want to turn into support. Okay, for Doge, 33 cents. Looking on a weekly time frame, what we can see on weekly. So weekly, blue skies ahead, everything is up. Final boss resistance is here, 57 cents. Look at daily, daily all the way up, 41 cents. H4, similar momentum, pullback, might continue higher again. So this will be the final resistance here on H4, 41 cents, and then it will continue to rally again for Dogecoin. Okay, so all this will continue to rally. All right, then let's look at the most hated coin, which is XRP. This will be the last one. So Ripple. How is Ripple doing now? 70 cents. So all these coins need some fundamental push, then only this coin will go up. Like Cardano also needs fundamental push in order for it to go up. That's the thing, right? You cannot really heavily rely on the community or those stickers or liquidity pool. Right? Heavily relying on fundamentals for this. So monthly XRP is still on the consolidation range. This will be the resistance zone, 70 cents. And then the next one will be where here, right? 81 cents. Look at the weekly time frame. So the weekly time frame, you can see consolidation and then break. All right, then you might want to see this level to be taken out next, which is the 74 cents. Daily setup also very nice, momentum. Okay, you might want to see this level for a pullback retracement at 64 cents. If there's any chance of a pullback, then on H4 with a nice momentum pullback, creating higher highs, higher lows again. Okay, so your resistance level, your resistance it needs to break is here, 70 cents. I believe most likely it might break. Let's see how is this thing going to play out, but overall very bullish. I think XRP will continue to rally again. Okay, so all these are bull market cycles. It's waiting to explode again. All right, guys, so I think that's all I have for tonight. And yeah, once again, guys, thank you and happy hodling. And then enjoy the bull run. Don't get overexcited because I think it's still the beginning. More opportunities for you guys who came in since last year. And of course, this year who want to come in, then yeah, explode, probably retrace. Yeah, nothing goes up on a straight line. They always create a higher highs, higher lows, like a staircase towards the upside, right? So 90.4K, what do you expect, right? It will continue. You see like this daily pump, and then you can see yesterday's candle was a red candle, right? And then we are moving up again. So it's always like this, higher highs, higher lows, like a staircase, right? Higher highs, higher lows, higher highs again, higher lows. So that's how it works. That's how market works, right? Staircase movement, right? Nothing goes up on a straight line.